Good morning and welcome to Auto Intelligence. I'm Steve, and whether you're sipping your morning coffee or catching up on the drive to work, we've got your perfect blend of automotive insights and industry intelligence coming your way.
And I'm Claire, part of the Auto Agentic team. Alongside Steve, we're here every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday to dive deep into the trends shaping our industry. And wow, do we have a fascinating topic today that's going to challenge everything you think you know about AI and jobs in automotive.
Auto Intelligence is produced by Auto Agentic AI, and I have to say, our audience is growing like crazy. Thank you to everyone who's been sharing the show and reaching out with your thoughts. It means the world to us.
Absolutely. And speaking of AI transformation, today we're diving into some groundbreaking research that's going to completely flip the script on AI employment fears. Steve, remember back in 2018 when Kai-Fu Lee published AI Superpowers and everyone was talking about this devastating impact AI would have on jobs?
Oh man, yes, that book was everywhere. Lee outlined what he called the 4 waves of AI evolution: Internet AI, Business AI, Perception AI, and Autonomous AI. He categorized jobs based on social interaction requirements and structured environment characteristics, distinguishing between roles requiring creativity and empathy versus those based on optimization and routine tasks.
Right, and now here we are in 2025, 7 years later, and the data is telling us a completely different story. We've got comprehensive research from PwC analysing nearly 1 billion job advertisements worldwide, World Economic Forum projections, MIT studies, and the reality is so much more nuanced than anyone predicted.
And what makes this particularly relevant for our listeners is how the automotive industry, both manufacturing and retail, has become this perfect case study for understanding what actually happens when AI meets the workforce. Claire, what did you find most surprising in this research?
Honestly, according to PwC's 2025 Global AI Jobs Barometer, productivity in AI-exposed industries has nearly quadrupled. The research shows productivity growth jumping from 7% between 2018 and 2022 to 27% between 2018 and 2024. That's not job destruction, that's job enhancement on steroids.
That's incredible. And you know what's even more striking? The wage data from the research. According to Fortune's analysis, workers with AI skills are earning 56% more than their peers, up from 25% just last year. The evidence shows AI actually increasing worker value, not decreasing it.
Exactly. And this brings us to our core topic today, how the automotive industry is navigating this AI employment revolution. Because when you look at auto manufacturing and dealerships, you're seeing the future of work playing out in real time.
Let's start with where the predictions went wrong, because I think this sets up everything else we're going to discuss. Claire, can you walk us through some of these early predictions that didn't pan out?
Oh, where do I start? The research documents how back in 2016, a prominent fintech CEO predicted that robo-advisors would cut the number of financial advisors in the US in half within a decade. But according to the actual data, instead of the predicted 50% decline, the industry saw a 25% increase, growing from 200,000 to over 250,000 financial advisors by 2025.
That's such a perfect example of what researchers are calling the overhang. This gap between what's technically possible and what organizations and consumers actually adopt. The research emphasizes that just because AI can do something doesn't mean it will immediately replace human jobs.
Right, and this pattern shows up everywhere. Goldman Sachs made headlines in 2023 with their prediction that 300 million jobs worldwide could be lost or degraded by AI. But when you dig into the actual employment data, what you find is job transformation, not elimination.
And then you have the MIT reality check that came out late last year. Their research concluded that only 5% of jobs in the American economy could be meaningfully automated away in the coming years. 5%. That's a far cry from the apocalyptic predictions we were hearing.
What's fascinating about the MIT study is how it highlighted the difference between technical capability and practical implementation. The research showed that automation decisions involve complex cost-benefit calculations beyond mere technical feasibility.
Exactly. There are implementation costs, training requirements, customer acceptance, regulatory compliance issues that significantly slow AI adoption rates. It's like the YouGov survey findings that showed more than half of Americans didn't even know robo-advising existed, and about a quarter refused to use it outright.
Which brings us to the current state of AI employment research, and this is where it gets really interesting for our automotive audience. Steve, what does the latest comprehensive data actually show?
Well, PwC's analysis of nearly 1 billion job advertisements from 6 continents provides the most comprehensive view. The research reveals that even occupations with lower AI exposure saw 65% job growth between 2019 and 2024, while more exposed occupations still achieved 38% growth.
The wage data is particularly striking. According to the research, industries most exposed to AI show wage growth at twice the rate of those least exposed. This directly contradicts predictions of job destruction and instead shows AI making workers more valuable and productive.
And the World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs report 2025 projects that global macro trends will create 170 million new jobs while displacing 92 million roles, resulting in a net gain of 78 million positions by 2030. That represents a 14% increase in today's employment levels.
The WEF analysis reveals some interesting patterns in the fastest growing job categories. According to their research, farm workers will see 34 million additional positions, along with delivery drivers, software developers, construction workers, and shop salespersons. It spans both high-tech and traditional sectors.
What's particularly interesting is that care jobs, including nursing professionals, social workers, and counseling professionals, feature prominently among growing occupations. This aligns with Lee's original insight about the importance of human empathy and social interaction. But the data suggests these roles are expanding rather than merely surviving AI adoption.
Now let's talk about how this plays out differently across job categories, because this is where the automotive industry provides such a perfect lens. The research shows that white-collar jobs are experiencing what scientists term cognitive augmentation.
The studies show that legal research that once required hours of human effort can now be completed by AI in minutes. But according to the research, lawyers are focusing more on strategy, negotiation, and client counseling rather than disappearing entirely.
Same pattern in financial analysis. The research indicates that data gathering and basic analysis are increasingly handled by AI. But the interpretation, advisory services, and strategic thinking remain human domains.
Blue-collar work is evolving differently, though. According to the research, it's more about collaborative robots, cobots, and AI-enhanced tools rather than direct task automation. The physical nature of many blue-collar roles creates natural barriers to AI replacement.
And this is where the automotive industry really shines as an example. The International Federation of Robotics reports that the automotive industry operates about 1 million robots globally, the largest concentration in any industry. Yet automotive employment has grown alongside this automation, reaching new peaks in many regions.
Let's dive deeper into automotive manufacturing because this industry has been a pioneer in automation for over a century. The research shows that while China's dark factories get headlines for operating with minimal human presence, the broader industry trend emphasizes human-AI collaboration rather than replacement.
According to the studies, AI integration in automotive manufacturing focuses on predictive maintenance, quality control, supply chain optimization, and production scheduling. Machine learning algorithms analyze sensor data to predict equipment failures before they occur, reducing downtime and maintenance costs.
But the research emphasizes that these systems require human oversight, strategic decision-making, and complex problem-solving. McKinsey's analysis suggests that AI could boost automotive productivity by approximately 1.3% annually through process optimization, but this enhancement comes through human-AI collaboration rather than human displacement.
The manufacturing data shows that advanced technologies are creating new job categories while transforming existing ones. According to the research, roles like AI system operators, predictive maintenance specialists, and human-robot interaction coordinators represent emerging employment opportunities.
You're listening to Auto Intelligence, brought to you by Agentic,
the platform transforming automotive retail with intelligent, human-centered AI. What we're discussing today perfectly illustrates Agentic's philosophy. AI isn't here to replace dealership professionals. It's here to make them more effective, more productive, and more valuable to their customers.
Now back to our deep dive into AI employment transformation.
Steve, let's talk about the sales process automation, because the research really showcases how AI can streamline operations while preserving human elements essential for major purchase decisions.
According to the studies, AI-powered virtual assistants handle initial customer inquiries 24/7, providing immediate responses to basic questions about vehicle availability, pricing, and features. The research shows they can schedule test drives and initiate financing applications without human intervention.
But the studies emphasize that the actual sales process, from test drive through negotiation to closing, requires human expertise and relationship skills. FullPath's 2025 research shows 55% of AI using dealerships achieved 10 to 30% revenue increases, with 81% planning to expand AI investments.
According to their findings, these results stem from AI's ability to ensure consistent lead follow-up and optimize marketing campaigns, while providing sales teams with enhanced customer insights. The research shows the technology makes human sales professionals more effective, not less necessary.
The service department transformation is equally fascinating according to the studies. The research shows predictive maintenance systems analyze vehicle telematics data to identify potential problems before they become serious issues, allowing proactive customer outreach and appointment scheduling.
But according to the research, actual diagnostics, customer consultation, and repair work require skilled technicians and service advisors. Studies show AI-powered diagnostic tools assist technicians in identifying complex problems more quickly, but the diagnosis confirmation and customer communication require human expertise.
And the research on F&I department applications shows sophisticated AI use in complex financial decision-making. According to the studies, AI systems analyze customer credit profiles and financial behaviors to optimize loan structures and approval processes.
But the research emphasizes that actual customer consultation, product explanation, and relationship management require human F&I specialists who understand both financial products and customer psychology. CDK Global's survey found 52% of sales and F&I professionals see AI's primary benefit as helping manage dealership operations, not replacing human judgment.
Let's look at some real-world success stories, because these concrete examples really illustrate the human-AI collaboration model. According to the research, Quirk Cars, with 18 dealerships in Massachusetts and New Hampshire, has been implementing AI for 7 years.
Their approach, according to the studies, focuses on automating Google AdWords campaigns using AI to analyze first-party data from websites, CRM systems, and dealer management systems. The research shows the AI processes this data to recommend optimal marketing campaigns, but human marketing professionals make final decisions about strategy and budget allocation.
And according to the research, they're seeing incredible results. Studies report 32% higher lead conversion rates, 70% faster response times, and 25% increases in reactivating dormant leads. The research shows these improvements come from AI handling routine tasks, while allowing sales professionals to focus on relationship building.
According to the studies, the pattern across successful implementations emphasizes AI as a tool that amplifies human capabilities rather than replacing them. The research shows dealerships focusing on human-AI collaboration report better outcomes than those pursuing pure automation strategies.
Now let's step back and look at the bigger picture. What lessons can we learn from these prediction failures, and what does this mean for the future? Steve, what strikes you most about how wrong the early predictions were, according to this research?
According to the analysis, the biggest flaw was technological determinism, assuming that technical capability would automatically lead to widespread adoption. The research shows early studies ignored economic factors, social preferences, and regulatory constraints that influence implementation decisions.
Right, and the studies identify what researchers call linear displacement thinking, the assumption that AI would simply replace humans in existing job functions rather than creating new hybrid roles combining human and artificial intelligence capabilities.
Plus, according to the research, they underestimated human preferences. Consumer surveys consistently show people prefer human interaction in complex, high-stakes, emotionally significant contexts. The studies indicate this preference creates persistent barriers to full automation.
So what framework should we use for realistic AI impact assessment going forward? Because clearly the old models weren't working, according to this research.
The study suggests task-level analysis is crucial rather than evaluating entire jobs for automation potential. The ILO methodology of analyzing 30,000 occupational tasks provides a model for this granular approach, according to the research. Most jobs contain a mix of automatable and human-centric tasks.
According to the studies, implementation context matters enormously too. The research shows economic factors, regulatory requirements, and organizational culture significantly influence AI adoption timelines. You can't just assume automatic implementation of technical capabilities.
And the research emphasizes integrating human preference patterns. According to the studies, behavioral economics and psychology insights help predict actual adoption patterns rather than just technical possibilities.
The research also highlights skills evolution modeling. Rather than static job analysis, according to the studies, we need dynamic frameworks that model how skill requirements evolve in response to AI capabilities. The World Economic Forum finding that 39% of key skills will change by 2030 suggests we need adaptive approaches.
Looking at the automotive industry specifically, what strategic lessons can other sectors learn from how auto has navigated this transformation according to the research?
According to the studies, workforce development has to be a priority. The research shows major automakers' investment in retraining programs demonstrates the importance of proactive skill development. These programs focus on AI literacy, combined with enhanced human capabilities like problem solving and creativity.
The research shows the human-AI collaboration models that automotive pioneered with collaborative robotics provide a sustainable template. According to the studies, rather than replacing workers, successful implementations enhance human capabilities while automating routine tasks.
And according to the research, gradual implementation strategies work better than attempting rapid, comprehensive automation. The studies show the automotive sector's decades-long evolution demonstrates the value of incremental adoption while continuously developing workforce capabilities.
From a policy perspective, what does this research suggest about how we should approach AI transformation?
According to the studies, education system adaptation is crucial. The research suggests integrating AI literacy with traditional subjects while emphasizing distinctly human capabilities. The World Economic Forum's identification of creative thinking, resilience, and analytical thinking as top skills suggests curricula should balance technical and human development.
The research shows retraining infrastructure modeled on automotive industry programs can help workers adapt to AI-enhanced roles. According to the studies, public-private partnerships focusing on hybrid skill development rather than purely technical training seem most effective.
And while the research suggests AI adoption appears likely to create net employment gains, according to the studies, transition periods may create temporary displacement for some workers. Enhanced unemployment insurance and retraining support can ease these transitions.
So what should we realistically expect over the next 5 years according to this research? Because I think setting realistic expectations is crucial given how wrong previous predictions have been.
Based on the current evidence, the research suggests continued AI adoption focused on task automation rather than job elimination seems most likely. The pattern of productivity enhancement and wage premiums for AI-skilled workers suggests growing rather than shrinking opportunities for workers who adapt successfully.
The research shows geographic expansion of AI adoption beyond traditional tech hubs indicates democratization of opportunities rather than concentration. Rural and economically disadvantaged communities may face greater adaptation challenges without targeted support.
Industry-specific patterns suggest sectors with strong human interaction components, including automotive retail, healthcare, education, personal services, will continue emphasizing human-AI collaboration rather than replacement.
The studies suggest manufacturing and logistics may see more dramatic automation, but also significant new job creation in AI system management and human-machine collaboration roles.
The most realistic expectation is continued job transformation rather than mass displacement, with success increasingly dependent on workers' ability to combine AI literacy with distinctly human capabilities.
Claire, what's your biggest takeaway from all this research? What should our listeners in the automotive industry be thinking about?
I think the key insight from the studies is that AI adoption creates demand for hybrid skill sets combining technical literacy with distinctly human capabilities. According to the research, workers who successfully integrate AI tools with creativity, critical thinking, and relationship management skills are commanding significant salary premiums and enjoying enhanced job security.
And the automotive industry's experience documented in this research really demonstrates that organizations pursuing collaboration rather than replacement strategies achieve superior outcomes in both productivity and employment metrics. According to the studies, this partnership model appears to represent a sustainable path forward.
What strikes me most from the research is how the evidence shows AI as a tool that amplifies human capabilities rather than a replacement technology. The most successful implementations focus on hybrid models where AI handles routine information processing, while humans contribute judgment, creativity, and relationship management.
You know, this research really addresses what the studies identify as the fundamental limitation of current AI systems: their inability to understand context, navigate ambiguity, and maintain empathetic connections. While AI excels at pattern recognition and data processing, human expertise remains essential for strategic thinking and complex problem solving.
Exactly. And for our listeners working in automotive, whether in manufacturing, dealerships, or anywhere in between, the research message is clear. Success in the AI-transformed economy won't depend on competing with artificial intelligence, but on learning to collaborate with it effectively.
The workers, organizations, and industries that embrace this partnership model are positioned to thrive in an era where human creativity and AI capability combine to create unprecedented value and opportunity.
Steve, as we wrap up today's deep dive, what do you think this research means for the future of work in automotive specifically?
Well, we're seeing the emergence of a new kind of automotive professional, someone who combines deep industry knowledge with AI literacy. Whether you're a service technician using AI-powered diagnostic tools, a sales professional leveraging AI for customer insights, or a manufacturing specialist working with collaborative robots, the research suggests the future belongs to those who can bridge human expertise with artificial intelligence.
And what gives me the most optimism from this research is seeing how this transformation is actually creating more valuable, more interesting jobs. Instead of replacing automotive professionals, AI is freeing them up to focus on the strategic, creative, and relationship-building aspects of their work that make the biggest difference for customers and businesses.
Absolutely. The research shows that rather than the job apocalypse many predicted, we're witnessing a productivity revolution that's making workers more valuable, not less. The automotive industry, with its century-long experience adapting to technological change, is leading the way in showing how this human-AI collaboration can benefit everyone.
For our listeners, I think the actionable takeaway from this research is embrace AI literacy as a core skill, but don't neglect the human capabilities that make you irreplaceable. Creativity, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and relationship building are becoming more valuable than ever in an AI-enhanced workplace.
And if you're in leadership positions in automotive organizations, the research evidence strongly suggests investing in workforce development and pursuing collaboration strategies rather than pure automation. The companies that get this balance right are seeing the best outcomes in both productivity and employee satisfaction.
This has been such a fascinating conversation, and I know we've covered a lot of ground. The research really paints a much more optimistic picture than those early predictions suggested.
It does, and what I find most encouraging from the studies is that the automotive industry, both manufacturing and retail, is providing a roadmap for other sectors on how to navigate this transformation successfully. We're not just adapting to AI, we're showing how to harness it for human benefit.
Looking ahead, according to the research, I think we'll continue to see this pattern of job transformation rather than elimination, with AI making automotive professionals more effective, more productive, and ultimately more valuable. The studies suggest it's an exciting time to be in this industry.
Well said, Claire. And to our listeners, whether you're just starting your career in automotive or you're a veteran looking to adapt to these changes, the research message is clear. The future is about partnership between human intelligence and artificial intelligence. According to the studies, those who embrace this collaboration are going to thrive.
Thank you all for joining us for this deep dive into AI employment transformation in automotive. It's been incredible to see how the data challenges so many of the fears we've been hearing about AI and jobs.
Absolutely. This episode was produced by the team at Agentic AI. Learn more at autoagentic.ai. We'd like to thank our producer, Barry Hillier, co-founder and CEO of Agentic AI, for his incredible support in making this show possible.
And if you have suggestions for future topics or want to share your thoughts on today's discussion, email us at barry@autoagentic.ai. Barry is always looking for exciting new topics, companies, and people who are shaping the future of mobility, and we love hearing from our audience.
Remember, we're here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday with new episodes diving deep into the trends and technologies transforming automotive. Until next time, keep innovating, keep adapting, and remember, according to all this research, the future of automotive work is about collaboration, not competition with AI.
Thanks for listening to Auto Intelligence.